That started. Cool. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Welcome everybody. Hi.
Hello.
This is Beers and Buds, episode number 2. We're back. Despite the global pandemic, we're still here, rocking. So
here,
don't worry about us. We're calm. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm Lloyd Evans.
And I am Mahesh Parker. And welcome back.
And yeah, today, welcome back. Thank you for everyone. Shout out to everyone who's watched, and everyone's given us a lot of constructive criticism, which has been nice, so we're going to try to play to that.
Yeah.
We're trying to be a bit more organized now, but we'll see how it goes at the end of the day. But thank you to everyone that's listened. Greatly appreciate it, man.
Yeah. No, honestly, I didn't expect. It's not like we're celebrities or some shit, but we got a really decent response from friends and everyone, and people sharing it, and it's just heartwarming. Genuinely, it's nice to see that your mates.
At this point as well, it's at this point as well, I don't really care if there's you can come to me and be but your shit was that fucking, I don't even know where we are. I haven't even checked the views. I know everyone says that, but I haven't checked because it literally at this point, I'd rather my mates be oh yeah, I listened to your shit and that was sick. And them genuinely support it and them genuinely promote it than some fucking number that's on the board, if you know what I mean.
Honestly. But yeah, shall we get into it?
Just crack on, yeah. Just a little thank you note to everyone. But yeah, we'll crack on to it. So how have you been, Mahesh, man? How you been?
I've been okay-ish, I guess. I just got back from on late Thursday night. I got back from Germany, which is where I went to watch the football, and
God, we should probably just get straight into footy then. Let's just
footy?
Get straight
All
into
right,
it.
yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday morning, I flew out to begin my journey to watch Tottenham in the Champions League, round of 16 away. I won't lie, I was very intoxicated. I had a very good time, but at the same time, I let the hope get to me a little. I wasn't expecting much, but as time went on, I think as the game edged ever closer, I started to get a bit optimistic. And but yeah, no, I've actually got a funny story, something that you don't know. But basically, I had way too much to drink on Tuesday. I was basically drinking from about something stupid 12 midday until about 7 or 8 at night. I was hammered, and we were just in the central bit of Leipzig. We just chanting, meeting the rest of the Spurs fans. It was a good time. But then it hit me how drunk I was because I already had. I mean, I'm pretty much a lightweight. What did I have? I had a beer and a cider. That did nothing. But then I bought. Oh no, I lied. I had a beer and a cider on the train, and then I had 3 more.
You gotta have train beer, man.
Yeah, and then I had 3 more beers in this pub, and then after that we went to I think it might have been a Lidl or some kind of other German supermarket, and I bought this okay, this is gonna sound mad, but this mint chocolate liqueur. Yeah, it was really, really nice. But yeah, I was hammered.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and it got to a point where I was just too drunk. I could not stand up because everything was moving around me. So I was like to myself, okay,
Swear.
Yeah, bro, it was mad. And I was like, okay, I got to go to the hospital and I need to conk out. At this point, I think it was about 6 at this point, and then kickoff, 6 or 7 at this point, and kickoff was about I think at 9. And me being an idiot, I missed my alarm and I woke up 10 minutes before the game was due to start. And I had a ticket, by the way. And also, the worst thing was my hostel was 35-minute walk from the stadium. So I quickly tried to walk there as quick as I could. And unfortunately, I could hear a loud cheer, which was the first goal going in. And it took me quite a bit of time to figure out. Yeah.
That happened a while into the game as well.
Yeah, it was a good 10-15 minutes in. I could hear the massive cheer and one thing, and then I could hear that bloody music. How does it go? Oh man, that fucking the celebration.
Champions.
No, not. You know what I'm gutted about, because I was so drunk.
Oh no, that was wavy. We are disagreeing with that, bruv. Leipzig's
No.
goal music was wavy. I'm not even saying that because I hate Tottenham. Like Leipzig's goal music was fucking wavy.
How did it go again? How does it go?
It's
Fucking...
I feel good.
fucking...
I knew that
yeah,
I
I mean,
would.
I hated it, but
Fucking James
but
Brown,
like...
man. Classic shit right there. I thought
True.
I was loving it, me.
Of course you were loving it.
Not even like as an Arsenal fan. No, but I actually thought that was pretty cool. Like I don't really see that too often. Or you see like everyone's got like Sweet Caroline or some bullshit like that. So it was nice to hear like a little bit of something else, you know, especially from a German club. Like that's what I was happy with the most. It was like a German club like playing James Brown. I was like, I just didn't really expect that. This is pretty sick.
And I think so I left at about 10 to 9. I tried to get to the stadium as quick as I could.
Mm-hmm.
I hear the first cheer as I think at this point I was about 200-300 meters from the stadium, but probably another 400-500 meters from the away fans entrance. Yeah. And as I'm coming towards the away fans entrance, I hear another loud cheer, and I guess it was another goal. And literally, as I was walking up the steps and I get there, I see probably about 20 to 30 Spurs fans leaving and saying, "Oh, mate, there's no point in going. Just turn around." Yeah. They left as soon as it hit 2-0, which I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really rate that much. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, like stick around.
Yeah, especially like it's in your own country too, bro. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, not in your own country, but you've gone all the way to Germany, especially like when everyone's fucking pissing it about like all this Corona and stuff like that right now. Like, you might as well fucking stay and support the club, like regardless.
Honestly, and I mean, at this point, it was only 25 minutes in, and even though we didn't make a comeback. Like there was still 65 minutes of the game left. But yeah,
at that point, like I didn't think it was over for you, man.
Yeah,
and the way you were playing, I thought you ain't gonna get it, but there's still like a tiny chance. But like I think you really missed having a striker up front, fam.
Oh no, 100%.
Like Mora just can't cut it. Mora just can't cut it, fam.
He's not.
He's a good player, but he can't be the main man.
Yeah, he's not. The problem with Lucas is he's quite small. He's not really a target man, and he tends to he doesn't really have too much end product. That's the issue. I think he does better when there are better players around him. For example, when he had Kane and Sonny ahead of him, he can do all right because you've got Sonny who will run at people, who will make things happen, and you have Kane as well who will bring people into play. But when the burden solely rests on Lucas, and this time we didn't have Bergwijn as well, he was injured. So when the burden solely rests on Lucas, you're a bit worried.
I think Tottenham's problem the whole time, Tottenham's problem has been since fucking 2015. What Tottenham's problem has been since Kane emerged, you've never had anything else, fam.
Yeah, we've not really had a
there's no other goal options.
Yeah.
Like even Arsenal, we're not a good team, but we have a few alternatives. Lacazette's play shit. All right, getting Nketiah on the pitch.
Yeah.
We're losing. Get Gabriel on the pitch. Even we're giving these young boys a chance at the end of the day. It's like what Poch did for Kane.
Yeah, and the problem is with I mean, last season technically we did have alternatives. They weren't really good enough. I mean, Llorente gave us absolute scenes with his.
And you can't talk about that guy, fam.
So I can't really say anything bad about Llorente, but Vincent Janssen, who I'm not gonna lie, I don't think was really good.
Oh, he was pads.
But you know what, he was pads. But he wasn't. I don't think he was given a fair chance. You know, so. Yeah,
I don't think. To be fair, he went on loan. Like you sent him on loan straight away after one season. You can't be doing these things right there. Yeah, and expect a player to grow like that.
And the worst thing is, like, I thought when we got rid of we got rid of both of them in summer. We sold Janssen and we and Llorente's contract ran out. So I thought, okay, no, we're gonna get someone in. We're gonna do something, but nope.
Well, what? But who is there, Mahesh?
Sorry.
Who is there? Like, who can you sign?
See,
who would you like? Who's realistic too?
Realistic. Who would I take?
Not you could be ambitious, but I'm not saying Messi. Like, don't say nothing stupid.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'll be honest. I probably, if I'm being like uber realistic, I'd probably have taken Rondon from Newcastle because I think
Okay, that's not a bad shout.
because he's a decent player. He scores goals, and also I think he played at West Brom and Newcastle, and the caliber of player at Spurs is just a different level. So I really think maybe we could have made something of him.
Yeah, but even that that Rondon ain't gonna solve the situation, fam. Like, Rondon can't be the main, but like you need someone who can step up to the plate.
Yeah. I would take Jimenez from Wolves, but he has no reason to leave.
Oh,
Wolves
mate,
he is so good, such a good striker.
Dybala still.
Oh, Dybala, man, don't even get me.
And,
oh, I thought you said. Did you say Dybala or Ebola?
No, I didn't say anything. I said just don't say. You don't have to be the Prem. You can expand your horizons.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other strikers.
See, I look at the market today, and I don't know who other than Jimenez, who would I want? There's no young boys. Everyone who's a young boy doing well, they're already at a club they're comfortable at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Mbappe is out of our price range.
The Mbappe's of the world.
Even Haaland, I don't expect him to stay at Dortmund for long. I think he's there just to develop his game.
I don't expect he's got. Yeah,
he's going to go to a big team.
I can't believe they got him for 35 million, fam.
Who? Haaland?
I can't believe that.
Bro, it's not even 35.
35 million.
Bro, it wasn't even 35. I think it was 17 million. I shit you not. Let me find it.
But why?
I have no idea, I think that was his buyout clause.
But why didn't anyone else buy him?
No idea. I genuinely have no idea.
Like, why United buy him? Like, why didn't... Like, obviously, Dortmund... No, don't get me wrong. Like, Dortmund's a big club at the end of the day. And I think them buying Haaland was like a statement, like, no, we're not just a feeder club here.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of years, Dortmund have been a feeder club. Despite the caliber of their team, despite the fact they're getting Champions League every year, you still got man that will leave them for them for like, why did Aubameyang come to Arsenal at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Dortmund are doing far better. Like, you know what I mean? It's that whole reputation of Borussia Dortmund.
The problem is though, I think they still are a feeder club because I don't think Sancho will stay this summer. I don't think Haaland. Haaland might have maybe another season.
Well, I think that might just be. I think that might just be like you and Dortmund have like a really similar problem. Where I reckon you guys have just got really strong wage structures.
Yeah.
And you're not really willing to fluctuate because that's the only reason I can see these men not staying at Dortmund.
Yeah,
because Dortmund is not a small club. This is. You know what I mean? They get Champions League every season.
And they have won the Bundesliga. Not necessarily exactly recent. 7, 8 years ago. And they have won the Champions League before. They're a big club, but I think realistically, when big teams come in for their players, they're gonna go. And you've had that with Ousmane Dembele. You've had that with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You've had that with, you're probably going to have that with Sancho, Lewandowski. Goetze, even though Goetze is now back at Dortmund, these big players, it's a sad one because I think it's a case of what could have been, but I don't know, man. The striker one, it's a tough one because the problem is the proven Prem strikers, they're not going to come cheap, and Daniel Levy, he likes to save his bucks. He loves to save his bucks. So, he won't pay a premium. And the problem is then he tends to take chances on these young strikers from leagues that aren't necessarily, of the highest quality. For example, when we signed Vincent Janssen.
You shouldn't. Oh, I thought you meant like championship and shit. I don't. Like,
no. No, not championship. I'm talking about like Eredivisie. And
Eredivisie is such a hit and miss league, man.
Yeah.
You'll either strike gold or you'll get fucking nothing.
Honestly, like so Janssen, who
because you got to think you got fucking what's this? My boy, not my boy. He ain't my boy. Why did I say that? Vertonghen.
Yeah, we did sign Vertonghen from Ajax.
Sanchez.
Eriksen and Sanchez as well.
Eriksen, yeah, you can't say that.
It's true. No, but I'm talking in terms
Luis Suarez.
It's true.
Like, you can't say that. Like
no, but I'm saying in terms of Spurs is an example. I'm just saying our policy over the years, we never tend to buy the finished product. We always tend to buy players that are like, and
that's just trying to do good business at the end of the day. I think.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. Levy wants to sign players that will go up in value and that he can sell on to make a profit. But yeah, no, you
understand what I mean. It's like it is a business at the end of the day, fam.
Yeah.
I do get where you're coming from.
Yeah. But the striker situation.
Well, we got on a bit of a tangent still.
We did.
We got on a bit of a tangent. So we'll go back to talking about the experience in the game.
Yeah.
Like, what was your experience though? Like, just being there at the stadium, with like.
I'll be honest. It was a bit surreal. Having watched Champions League, I mean, I've been watching Champions League games since I was 6 years old. Funnily enough, one of the first Champions League games I watched was. Actually, I think it might have been when Barcelona beat Arsenal in the 2006 final. I think. So I've been watching.
That was the moment that sticks out to me, man.
Oh yeah, man. Oh no,
I remember being a kid and thinking, I don't think Arsenal will get like we were good back then, and I was just like, that's just so far away from me now. Like,
yeah. Oh no, dude. I mean,
wow.
Look
like
at
I
Spurs.
was sad we lost that, but if
but I think somewhat of a positive is I think with the fact that you were a kid when it happened. I don't think it sinks in, but for example, with me, I mean, I was 20.
That sunk in. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was 20 when we lost to Liverpool in the Champions League final last year, and that, I mean, to this day, like. Of course, the run was amazing and everything, and like the Ajax game was insane, like scenes. But I can't think of any of those games in that Champions League run without thinking about the final. It's just inevitable. So like, but as I was saying, like it was surreal to be in a stadium and watching Champions League football. I'll be honest, like the stadium was like I thought it would be nicer. It was very, what's the word I'm looking for? It was somewhat like. What's the word?
Modest,
man. Not even modest. It just wasn't. I thought it just wasn't that pretty. Like I expected it to be a nicer stadium, you know. But it's just like I think it was. Oh, the word I'm looking for is like it's like a bog standard big stadium, 40,000 people. You know the.
But I like those stadiums. I prefer them stadiums more. I prefer. I've seen games at the Bet365. Mate, I'm not a Stoke fan, but I used to work for Stoke City, if anyone knows. I've been to a few games just off the whim, like, just got tickets from here and there. And I've enjoyed, like, being there. It's like, I don't know, like, it sounds really weird, but circle stadiums are weird to me, man. Like,
I
like the old standard English ones, like 4 tiers, in a box, like, you know what I mean? I just think it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah, and I think... I mean, the atmosphere was pretty good. Granted that, of course, the Leipzig fans were...
German, man.
Yeah, they were decently loud. But to be fair, us Spurs fans did give it a good shot. We had a decent atmosphere. But like, yeah, maybe it's because I've watched games in the Spurs stadium. I've been to... actually, me and Lloyd have both been to the Stadium of Light in Lisbon, which is Benfica Stadium. That's a really nice stadium. Like, I think maybe I'm a bit spoiled in that I've been to some of these super nice stadiums, and you know, you have a certain expectation, and then it falls. But no, it was fun. As I said, I keep saying this, but it was surreal to be in like a Champions League match. The football, the game itself. I mean, as Lloyd said, like when we went to go down, you think there is.
The first half was really good. I thought the second half was fucking boring.
Oh yeah, second half was awful. Because
second half was dull. I lost interest second half, but first half was great football from Leipzig.
And also apparently, from what I remember, everyone was saying that we started the game decently, but then of course, classic sucker punch, right? And so we.
Oh mate,
as I said, the football, I'll be honest, like even though they slapped us 3-0, I think it says a lot about how bad that we are. That Leipzig I didn't feel they had to play that well. They were...
No, they didn't.
They were just like...
Samus's first goal though.
Yeah, it was that was a good finish. Although I think Lloris probably should have kept that out. He got his fingertips on it, but it was a good strike. I don't know. It's 50-50.
He did, yeah, he did.
It was a good strike, but should he have been saving it? Maybe. The second one, definitely. The second
100%.
Second goal, that is
that was ridiculous.
Yeah, awful. You should not be getting beaten at your near post like that. And I think it's. I mean, I've known this for a while, but I think Lloris's time is coming to an end as Spurs' #1 keeper. He's just at his peak. He was just brilliant all round, good shot stopper, and he would literally save us games. Yeah, and now he's losing us games.
He was class.
Yeah, now he's losing us games, so I think his time is done. We need to be looking at a new keeper over summer. But yeah, man, I'll be honest, after those 2 goals...
Who are you thinking? Matt Ryan. Tell you that guy. Matt Ryan, yeah.
You know who I'd take? I'd take Onana.
No, Matt Ryan is good, I'm telling you, man. Who?
Onana, the IS keeper.
Oh, there with the VZ. All Levy does is get shit players from Eredivisie.
No. Hey, Lloyd, no. You lot can rewind and quote me back on this. I said strikers. I didn't say... in terms... Yeah. But, no, I'd take Onana. But no, maybe I am being a bit of a hypocrite, but hey, Onana, I think I'd take Henderson from Sheffield United, to be honest.
But then?
Sheffield United's keeper, Dean Henderson.
He's on loan from Man United, though.
Oh,
he's on loan from... What will happen is they'll eventually sell De Gea, and they'll be like, Dini, you're up next, mate. Yeah, he's on loan from United.
Fuck, I had no idea.
Yeah, he's class. No, that's why he's class.
Yeah. But yeah,
fuck. Who else is there pretty decent?
As I said, yeah, after the second goal, I mean, I think we did try. We did get on the ball a bit, but we just lacked the cutting edge. We just did not. We weren't incisive enough with our play. We weren't fast enough. We weren't quick enough. I mean, no, fast enough, quick enough, same thing. But no, we just didn't move the ball quick enough. We did not get into positions. There weren't runs being made off the ball, and I think also that's partly down to the fact that we played a 5 at the back, which I don't think works for us. I think we always do better off in traditional back 4, because in that way we have a bit more control over the midfield. It just wasn't there. And even after and I'll be honest, I think for the first 15-20 minutes of the second half, we did look a little bit brighter, but again, we just weren't able to create a clear-cut chance. And the one half chance that we had, Lucas made a run, passed it to Dele. Dele shot it straight into the hands of the keeper. I think that was the closest we came all game.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But yeah, man. And then I'll be honest, I know I gave it large about leaving early, but I think with about 5 minutes to go, I decided to leave because then we'd get the whole rush of everyone leaving the stadium, and the game was done by then. So I was like, all right. And as I was walking out, they scored again, the third goal. And Spurs were just in the mud. And funnily enough, I mean, we'll come on to the coronavirus in a little bit, but I think it's somewhat of a blessing in disguise for Spurs fans anyway, that we don't have to watch any more of this absolute shit show. Who knows if more Premier League football is going to be played this season, or any football at all. But yeah, it's a dire situation at Spurs, and we'll have to see. I mean, I want to say it's all down to the summer and what we do, but again, with this coronavirus, who knows what's going to happen in terms of when football's going to be back on, what's going to happen to the transfer window. But other than that, then after that, I went back to my hostel. I had got some food and I just went to bed. And the day after, I went to
all right, okay, cool.
Yeah. Went to Berlin.
The listeners don't care you went to bed.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm just trying to tell them my day, innit? You know, get an insight into the life of a away fan, you know, abroad. But yeah, day after, I went to Berlin. Really nice city, actually. I walked around, saw like the Brandenburg Gate, went to like the Wall Memorial. I tried an electric scooter, which Lloyd recommended me, which is fucking great. Really cheap as well. I think I paid something like €3.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the scooters, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
shout.
so
That's
fun.
a big shout out.
They're so fun.
No. Yeah. I feel a word of advice if you use them scooters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're abroad in like well, apparently Germany has them. I know the Netherlands have them too. I think I went on some in Norway.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if you ever get a chance to use them. They're not expensive. It's fucking fun. But stay away from tram tracks, or you will go flying like my boy. Oh man, shout out to him. Literally, I thought he might have died or something. Like he was mad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I can't lie. There were a few points where I think I was quite lucky. Again, this is a topic we're all going to be coming back to. But because of coronavirus, it wasn't as busy. I think I got on this scooter about 6:30. That's normally a busy time in the evening, but the roads are fairly empty. So I took an electric scooter from the Brandenburg Gate to the Wall Memorial. 10 minutes, super fun, really fun. Slapped on some tunes on my headphones.
You know what my thing is with them though?
Yeah,
they go fast, fam.
Go on.
They go fast. I didn't think they go that fast.
They do, and I think
it scares you at the beginning. You're like, whoa.
It does. You're like, whoa. They go at me 20 miles per hour.
You're like, whoa.
Considering it's a scooter,
it's
20
rapid.
It's 20 miles per hour. It's not slow by any means. And my only other gripe with them
I didn't go all the way.
Yeah. I did it when the road was clear. I didn't do it on a busy road. But yeah, they're great. Like
I struggled to turn too. Turning was kind of difficult for me.
Sorry?
Turning was a bit difficult for me.
I think turning was okay when like it was moving. I had trouble turning when it was idle, like moving it, because it's actually quite a heavy. I mean, it's got.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it's
quite. It's
like,
quite hefty. It's quite hefty.
It's quite hefty. And my only other gripe really is it's hard to.
I feel like the ones that I see people carry. Sorry. I feel like the ones I see people carrying on like the underground and stuff are a lot more like lightweight.
Yeah. No, they have to be because man, these boys were heavy. And my only other gripe as well is that they're hard to break. Like I always found it easier to slow down on them just by like turning the other way on the go on the like the right hand stick, which like was to go basically, but using the brakes was quite tricky because they can be very abrupt.
Yeah, I heard that.
But it was and then after that. That evening, I watched the Atletico Liverpool game, which we'll come on to now, which is a great game of football. Really,
that's a great segue as well.
Yeah, I think one of the best things about traveling as well. Like I would watch it with just these two, a Spurs fan and an Arsenal fan. You just start talking about football. It's great. It's really fun. And but it was a great game. It was a really interesting, intriguing game of football, and it was entertaining.
Oh mate.
Yeah. It was.
I'll say about Atletico, one thing, it's football that annoys me so much.
Yeah.
Like, that second half annoyed me, like, as a Liverpool fan, it pissed me off so, it's like,
yeah.
Okay, I don't know, this is a weird example, but it's like, so at the weekend, there was this, last weekend, there was this huge title fight between this guy called Israel and this guy called Yo Romero.
Yeah.
And Romero was not the champion, but he wasn't going for it. And he was just waiting for my man to come forward and try to hit him with a big boy. It was kind of like that, except successful. Yeah.
And I mean...
Like, it was like, sit back and defend for 45 minutes. Do it again for another 15 minutes. Let them score, and then you just score counter-attacks. It's just like... Cool, I get it, but
I'll be honest. It's not.
Try win the game in the 90 minutes, man.
Yeah, it's not the most entertaining brand of football. And I'll be honest, like Jurgen Klopp, even though he did sound a bit bitter in his post-match interview, he mentioned that Atletico, given the players that they had, they shouldn't really be, playing this style of football. But I have to say I agree with him because Atletico have some really talented players. They've got creative players.
That's Simeone, bro.
Yeah, but no, I'll be honest. I think I'll be perfectly honest. Liverpool were very unlucky. They really should have. I mean,
It were, man.
you can look at stats, and I know some people.
Mate.
I know.
Give our black mate round of applause. I might insert a round of applause here. Mate, what a great game!
Unbelievable goalkeeper. He is. I think
and
he's the
Llorente,
best keeper in the world.
But another thing we need to talk about is bad keeping again.
Yeah. But
Adrian.
Oh Jesus.
Adrian.
But yeah,
you know what? Yeah, Mahesh. When I was watching on TV, I was with my boy, and I was like, I saw the lineup come up, and I was like, Adrian is washed, man.
Yeah.
Why is he playing for these man? Why is he their second keeper?
I mean, that's who they signed in the summer.
He's washed.
Yes, it's just as I was saying, I think you'll see this a lot with like media around the game. It was a game of two keepers. You have one keeper who is at the peak of his powers. I think genuinely for the last, about 4 or 5 years, he has been the best keeper in the world, I think, because he's just...
Yeah, he's been definitely up there.
His shot stopping is just ridiculous. The amount of times I watched him in that game, and he made just a stupid save.
But a lot of things... No! And also what I like about him as well, like, something that I admired Petr Cech for, because Petr Cech didn't have the best reflexes and reactions. But one thing that I always say about Petr Cech, one of the best positioning I've seen from a keeper.
Oh, yeah.
Oblak's positioning was really good too, because a lot of the times it looked like Liverpool were just firing at him, because he was positioning, like reading the body language and making that save beforehand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was what impressed me a lot.
And that's a phenomenal keeper. I mean, like, and I'm going to contrast him with Lloris here, because Lloris is... I think Lloris, as much as he's flawed, he is still a decent shot stopper. He does have good reflexes. But one of his issues is his positioning. It lets him down. But the thing is with Oblak, when you have such a command over your positioning, you're able to, as Lloyd said, like you're able to preempt shots and chances. And
exactly, you made exactly.
Yeah, and no, he was brilliant. I think he made about about 4 or 5 like really good saves. 4 or 5 saves, in my opinion, that should have been goals. I think in the first half. There was, I think it was a Firmino chance, I think. Second half, Mane, even though he was offside, Firmino again, just phenomenal, just a phenomenal keeper. And I mean, you know, as I said, I think Liverpool were unlucky. I'll be honest, I think they did deserve better, but I think it just shows you...
It's football, man.
It's football. It's fine margins. It's fine margins.
You know what it was, yeah? You know what it was? Simeone's a genius, because I realised this after. I was like, shit. Yeah. Liverpool only had 90 minutes to score an away goal.
Yeah.
At the whatever stadium. What's their stadium?
Wanda
I don't know where it
Metropolitano.
is. That's very long.
Yeah,
but at Anfield, Simeone preempted going into the extra time so they could have... 120 minutes? 120 minutes to score an away, and all they had to do was score an away goal.
Yeah. And I mean, they did. And I'll be honest,
that's what happened. They scored the away goal. Liverpool were like, shit, fuck this. No defending. Van Dijk's going up front. Like, them man was just panicked.
The amount of
it was
times.
Like, they man just panicked. They just panicked. Yeah. As soon as that away goal went in, they panicked. That's why they won 3-2 at the end of the game, because they panicked.
Yeah, and the amount of times, like, especially I think after
Van Dijk, fucking go
towards...
I'm not even a Liverpool fan, but I'm angry at this. Go towards players.
Yeah. It's just it's one of the basics of defending. You when you have a player running at goal, you close them down, you move towards
them. Give him all the space to shoot.
Yeah, and I mean,
there's no other options. Yeah. No one's near him.
Yeah, and I mean, with
who are you marking?
Yeah. I mean, again, like Liverpool's first goal, I think that was a brilliant goal, brilliant header by Wijnaldum. Oblak was in fine form in that first half, and it needed something pretty good to beat him. And it was just such an accurate header. It was pinpoint into the ground, right into the left hand side of the goal. Really good header. And then I'll be honest, like as I said, I don't know how Liverpool did not score. They hit the post, I think, a few times. And but then...
mate, was it Jordan Henderson? Was it Jordan Henderson that fucking bottled it?
No, I think it was Robertson.
Jordan Henderson that bottled... Oh, it was Robertson. Robertson's fucking empty header. I thought it was Henderson.
Yeah, they should have put on target. I don't know how they.
Man.
And that was, I think, with 5 minutes left. And I'll be honest, like, I don't think Salah had a bad game by any means. He was bright, but I think in some certain points he was a bit too selfish. He was a bit too selfish.
I don't think he was that good. Yeah, especially taking the shots he was taking. Like, he kept taking the same shot from the same amount of distance, literally from the same region on the pitch. And they were like, okay, bro, you've done this twice now. Like,
and you know what?
Let's try something different.
Yeah, and you know what? I get it, because he is he's a world-class player. No one can deny that he can finish. He's brilliant.
100%.
But there were times when I think he had a chance where to be fair to him, it wasn't far off going in, but I think he shot it and it just went over. But Mane was there in the center. I think that would have been a better pass. But like Liverpool deservedly did get their second goal. Sorry? Yeah, Liverpool did get
it was honestly
deserved. I wasn't surprised, because I think in football sometimes, like, your luck will run out at some point. And then, like,
after that, after I saw Liverpool panicking, I was like, they're just going to concede more.
They're just going to concede. And the problem is, I mean,
Flacco got to defend tight as a unit, and that man who have fresh legs. Yeah. Fresh legs, just got on the pitch. And man, just got to pace past everyone.
Exactly. I mean, I think they brought on Llorente, they brought on Morata, and they brought on Brusalco, I think, if I got it correct. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Where's Brusalco for Trippier? Brusalco.
And I mean, Atletico's first goal, as good as a finish that was, that was perfect placement. Adrian, I mean, what are you doing? Like, it's the type of clearance where...
And he let him score the same goal again.
It's just the type of clearance where you just have to put your foot through it. You get it. Even if it might go back to an opposing player, you just clear it and get rid of it. Get it in the air. Give your team time to adjust. But the problem was, he passed it straight along the ground, and then he just gave it away. I think it was to João Felix, who passed to...
Llorente, and he just took that wonder goal.
Yeah.
It was similar to Savitz's.
Somewhat. I mean, it's similar distance, although...
Yeah, the sort of range...
Actually, wait.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Had a lot more to deal with.
It was a similar position, but Savitz's went near post, and Llorente's went
didn't Llorente's go near post?
And then Liverpool... As Lloyd said,
yeah.
Started panicking. Pardon me, and and I mean, again, the defending. It was such a pedestrian chance. I think Liverpool had the ball. They were literally on the edge of Atletico's box. They gave it away, and the problem is because they had flooded all these players forward. I think they literally had.
So I said they panicked.
I think
it was Robertson. And someone else. I remember seeing Robertson, and it was someone else.
There can't have been more than
Van Dijk was like, "Fuck
players.
this! I'm gonna be Lukaku."
Yeah, and it was just ponderous defending. They let Morata run down the length of the pitch. They didn't press him.
Oh mate!
And I mean, I get it. Like, of course, I think at this point it was about 105 minutes in. Like, I get it. You're tired, but you can't let a player run at you. You can't give them that space. And again, Llorente had that space in the middle. And to be fair, I think one thing Morata doesn't get enough credit. Like, it's a pretty decent pass. I mean, you expect him to make that pass, but he got it. If you watch it again, he got it.
No, it's all right. You've seen people bluff that pass, though.
Exactly.
That's
what I'm saying.
Bluff that pass all the time, man. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I mean, the second goal from Llorente, that was just brilliant. Like, maybe you could say,
mate, that's phenomenal.
Adrian could do better, but that was just a brilliant finish. It's one of those where...
No, that one was just... It was the same goal, but different. But the same goal, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it was another shot from distance, but it was just placed perfectly. It had...
that one was not getting stopped, I don't think.
It had it in a curve. It bounced... It bounced just after... Like, it bounced just behind Adrian, and it was in. Like, it was... I can't
that
really
was the real deal.
That was
the real deal.
Yeah. Can't really fault Adrian for that. And then... Yeah, I mean, the Atletico's third, just just to round off the misery. I mean, after Atletico scored their second, Liverpool needed two. And I'll be honest, as soon as Llorente scored his second, I did not see Liverpool getting it. I just knew Atletico.
Oh, mate, I knew it wasn't happening.
Yeah, and I think, and then also Real Madrid have been forced to self-isolate because a player on Real Madrid's basketball team who's in contact with the Real Madrid football players has coronavirus. So, yeah, it's just, I'm just like, I'll be honest, I'm a bit panicky because I just don't feel like enough in this. Like, I'd be a lot more relaxed if I felt the government was responding adequately, but I feel like at this stage the British government are just like, oh no, we're just gonna let it run its course, and I just think that's just so neglectful. Because, for example, with India, I mean, most of you who are listening to this, if you know me personally, you'll know that I'm of Indian heritage. India, I think, only has about 84 cases, I think, but they've already closed down their borders. They've already suspended all visas. I think they're only allowing like non-essential travel, but that has to go through like an embassy or a high commission, or like it's pretty much in extreme circumstances that you're allowed to get into the country now, and that's just the correct response because this virus is so bloody contagious, and the problem is as well, it lingers. I mean, my worry is as well because of the London transport, like public transport in London, it's just not clean, so it just lingers. It's just easier to get. But yeah, no, India, I think, has taken the right response. They've shut all borders. They are screening people as soon as they are landing. They are getting them to fill in forms before they let them out of the airport, which I think is the correct thing to do. One thing that shocked me is Germany. When I landed in Germany on Tuesday, in Nuremberg, Germany, I think at this point had about 1,500 cases. They now have 4,000. They did not screen anyone. And when I landed back in the UK, which now has, I think we have over 1,100 cases, they didn't screen anyone there either. So, yeah, it's just, like, I just want it to be over, man. I just want normal life to resume because it's just nuts. This is like, because I mean, there've been viruses before, like, you think of like swine flu and Ebola, even though I wasn't old enough to really remember it properly, SARS. Like, I remember when Ebola broke out, I think 3-4 years ago, I was a bit worried because the thing is with Ebola has a very high mortality rate. I think the mortality rate was like on average like 65% or something like that. I might be wrong, but I think that it had, a very high mortality rate, but it's not as contagious as coronavirus. So like, and the problem is with us, like, being in the UK, we've always been so distant from these outbreaks. And then like you had the Zika virus as well in Brazil. And yeah, it's just like, normally we're just so distant. We think, oh no, nothing's going to happen here. But it's just such a shock that we've now got this very contagious, potentially dangerous. And I say potentially because according to statistics, 80% of people suffer mild symptoms. The majority of people will recover, which is good. But I'm just worried for people who are elderly, who have a weakened immune system, who have pre-existing medical conditions, because those are the ones who are at risk from suffering more lasting damage. So as Lloyd said, it's surreal. Like, this is just like for example, in the UK, they are banning. I think they're planning to ban like mass gatherings. The Premier League has been suspended until April the 3rd. All football, I think, all elite football, all league football has been suspended. So as it has been in other countries. The NBA has been suspended in America. The NFL, has the NFL been suspended? Yeah, it's just nuts. Like I know that NBA has. Yeah, and even and I mean, I don't know about the NFL. Yeah, it's just nuts because you always, as I said, I'm repeating myself, but you just think of, you always feel so disconnected from these outbreaks because you think, oh, in the West we're immune to it, but now it's funny enough. I think one of the main the senior officers of the World Health Organization, he said yesterday that Europe is now the center of the new center of the pandemic because in China, which is actually like China. I mean, again, this is just speculation. There were rumors that like they tried to like pass it off as not that dangerous when it first came about and things like that. I won't speculate too much on that, but the Yeah, the pot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. So, but we're just gonna get into like we're gonna try and discuss facts, I guess. But no, a good thing is I think recently one of the last temporary hospitals in Wuhan, which is in the Hubei province, where the virus supposedly started, closed, and their increase in daily cases is decreasing. I think it's decreased to about, as in the increase from each day is only I think around 15 now, which is really good. So they're starting to slowly but surely get back into normality.
All right, everyone. Everyone,
which
just
is really
listen
good
up.
news,
We've
but
been
yeah.
spending too much time in this Corona shit, yeah? Just wash your ass, wash your hands. Just do what you're meant to be doing, and we'll all be fine, okay? Just
Yeah.
take precautions. Don't be a dick and buy all this shit, okay? Because you know
Yeah,
what it
don't
is,
do that.
yeah? It's not so I can buy it, because I have this shit in my house anyway. It's so
Yeah.
that elderly people, yeah? You
Yeah,
want your
and the people at
grandma,
risk.
go in, yeah? Okay, I'm assuming you don't want anyone's grandma going somewhere like, oh, I need to get some toilet paper because I ran out, and then having to go to 20 shops where
Yeah.
there could be potential people who don't know they have the virus, especially for older people. So think about the older people, man.
Yeah.
So when you do that. And yeah, that's it for Corona. I don't want to discuss it no more. Everything should be paused. Yeah, everyone should just chill, man. Just try limit your contact with people that you don't really know like that. I'd say, just try do what you can.
Just stay safe.
And just
Stay safe.
just be hygienic, man.
Yeah,
just be hygienic. That's the end of that shit.
Yeah, and take precautions. But
that's simple as it is.
In that case, shall we move on to some music?
Music, yes.
Or do you want to finish?
Yes. Nah. We
talked about football
music sounds good now. We're not
yeah.
just a sports podcast. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah. So
right. So previously on Beers and Buds, we spoke about listening to Kano's newish album that came out sometime last year that me and Mahesh just didn't listen to.
Yeah.
So we listened to it. And I gave it like 1 or 2 listens. I can't lie. I didn't give it like the deep dive. But, yeah. Do you want to start, Mahesh? How did you feel? What did you think about that?
I liked it. Again, I need to listen to it again. I only listened to it a few times at best. I had already listened, like heard a few of the tunes before listening to the full album. For example, I think Pan Friday is the one with Kojo Funds and what's the name of the
other
I
like that one.
Tiggs the author, yeah. And then I'd already heard one of my favorite tunes off the album is Can't Hold Me Down with Popcorn, which is I really like that song. But no, I really liked it. Like, what surprised me, I mean, in a way it doesn't surprise me because I'm aware of just how good of an artist Kano is. And like you can just see he cares about his craft with the quality of the music that he puts out. But it was a very soulful, like I want to say, I mean, yeah, it was a soulful album. There was some really like soulful, like with some of the vocals. I think some of the vocals and like some of the piano riffs as well, very soulful. One of my favorite tunes as well is I think it's called Got My Brandy, Got My Beats, featuring Little Silver. I love that.
Okay,
I really like that song because the hook has like a garage bounce to it. Little Silver's a really nice voice, and the hook has like a garage bounce to it. But yeah, I enjoyed listening to it. Again, I'll have to listen to it again to really take it in, because with music, as has happened to probably all of us, sometimes you listen to something for the first time and you're like, this ain't that great.
Yeah, I agree.
And then you go back to it and you're just like, whoa.
I did it with a lot of albums.
Like my mind is blown. So
yeah, I really bottled this one. Yeah.
So yeah, like I really liked it. Kano just got to respect it. He's just a really good rapper. Very phenomenal rapper.
So cool.
Yeah. How about you?
Cool. So right. Before I get into this, I want to make sure everyone knows I love Kano. Everyone knows that. No, everyone who's a really good friend of mine knows I love Kano. Like Kano's probably my favorite MC from Kano or Skepta are my favorite MCs, probably joint favorite MCs from the UK. So like, but it was really hit and miss, man.
Really? Okay.
I really enjoyed 3 years later.
Yeah,
I
no, that's a
liked
great
Good
track.
Youths Walk
That's a
Amongst
really
Evil.
good. Yeah,
I liked
the first two
Trouble.
tracks are really good.
I like Pamphlet. So I was like, we're going. I like this. I like where we're going. I really like where we're going. Can't Hold Me Down. It was alright.
Okay.
Teardrops, Bang on My Door. Didn't really do much for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm the
Got
same.
my brandy, got my beats. It was alright.
Okay.
Class of Danger. Class of Danger. That might be my favorite song of that album.
Really? It was It sounded like...
No, that D double hook. That D double hook.
Yeah.
Oh, that D double hook was... And then when Gig Gets and Kano were going back to back. Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's good.
Come on, man.
Yeah. It was nice to just hear, like, proper... Pardon me. I'm just like, I'll be honest, I'm not... Like, I'm aware of, like, grime artists. I'm not a grime head by any means. I don't know. I'm not like the most educated on the genre, but it was nice just to have like Kano, DWE, and Gets on a track.
Yeah, just get some OGs, man.
Proper OGs,
and
yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was an interesting track. It sounded like they were like experimenting a little bit with the sound, but I liked it. I wouldn't say like...
No, I liked it, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it blew me away, but I liked it. But yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Suck Your Mum. See, I love Suck Your Mum because he made a choir sing Suck Your Mum.
Yeah, no, that's
the
great.
song.
That's great. No, not fan.
The song. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Just don't like Kano singing, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
I liked it on some songs. I liked it on Trouble.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it on Teardrops. It's like, okay, yeah. But there was just too much Kano singing.
I hear you.
It was too soulful. It was too soulful.
I like the soul, man. I like the soul. I think it's refreshing.
It's just the way Kano was spitting. I was like he was spitting on this. That's why I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear him some little bit more grimy stuff, man.
Yeah.
But I like how they did try to I love what they did on Pamphlet. I fucking love what they did on Pamphlet.
Yeah, I hear you.
I did not expect that at all. I didn't expect that breakdown. I did not expect that beat breakdown. I'd say Class of Danger, 3 years later, and maybe Trouble, my favorite songs.
Okay, I'd say for me, my two probably standouts are probably Got My Brandy, Got My Beats, and Can't Hold Me Down. I think as well, I love the video for. Was it for Can't Hold Me Down? Let me check. If I'm not wrong, I feel like it was shot as like a barbecue type thing. Let me find.
Oh yeah. It was Can't Hold Me Down. Because I saw. I didn't watch it, but I saw the little what's that called on YouTube? I should probably know this. What the video header thing.
Oh, the preview.
Yeah. You know, like the preview.
Thumbnail.
Yeah.
Is that it? Thumbnail.
That's the word. Thumbnail.
Yeah.
That is the word.
Yeah, man. I really like that song because, like, this is like a bit of a, not that a lot of you will care, but just like one reason I really like the song is because I have neighbors who are Jamaican, and like they're always inviting us to like, we're really close family friends, and they're always inviting us to like their birthdays, their barbecues, celebrations and things like that, and like, the video as well just captures that atmosphere like perfectly, and yeah, it's great. It's just good vibes, and yeah, no, I really like that album. Again, I'll have to listen to it again to really take it in, but on my first few listens, yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah.
Great. We'll do this. We should do this with another album.
Yeah.
We'll pick out some of the new releases the ones that make us think, we'd actually like to listen to that and review it. I think we should do it with J Elec. I think we should do it with the J Elec album.
I'm down for that.
Because there's 10 years in the waiting, innit? I gave it A very quick listen. I'm not prepared to talk on it with the listen
that's
I
fair.
gave it. Like, it was literally, it was on yesterday while I was playing Monopoly.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't really want to, like...
Yeah, I hear you, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm happy to listen to that. But
Yeah, we'll do JLX
he's...
next week. So there's a lot of whole features on the album, I've heard, so I'm excited to hear that. It's not listed on the track list. It's really weird.
Okay, interesting.
Because there's a song with Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And I didn't really. It's an okay song, and I was like, Jay-Leck and Travis Scott. It makes sense when you hear it.
Yeah.
Because it's.
I hear you.
Yeah, you make sense when you hear it. But then Jay-Z just started rapping, and I was like, oh shit, his name wasn't here.
By the way, I think one thing we should
do
that's
sick.
Before we discuss Jay Electronica any further, one kind of bit of feedback we got from the last episode that we recorded was that we talk about some artists.
Oh, we're not introducing.
People. We're talking about artists that some of you won't know. So, and I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about Jay Electronica. So, Lloyd, would you do the honor of just giving us a brief?
I'll do some Googles. I know it, but
Yeah.
So my introduction to Jay Electronica was Control. If you don't know what Control was this song that Big Sean released, featured a verse from Kendrick Lamar where he didn't diss everyone, but he basically name dropped every current rapper in the game at the time.
Yeah.
And Jay Electronica was on the track. And I liked his verse, so I was like, oh, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And it's just basically, Jay Electronica has been around for a little while.
Yeah.
And he put out his first mixtape in 2007, and that was met with really people really fucked with it and shit.
Yeah.
So that led to him getting signed. He went quiet for a bit. Then it led to him getting signed with Jay-Z, and he released on the Rock Nation after he released 2 tracks called Exhibit A and Exhibit C.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to Exhibit C, I'd recommend you go check that out.
Great.
Exhibit C is one of my favorite.
Great record.
You heard Exhibit C? I think I showed you Exhibit C, right?
Funnily enough, actually, I found out about it through the pod, Joe Budden's podcast.
Because you heard him play.
Yeah, I heard it on there, and I was just like, "Whoa, what the? This fucking."
That's one of my favorite records of all time.
Yeah, so. It's great. It makes you think of that clip of, is it Funkmaster Flex? He's like, "That's what you call motherfucking bar." Is that the one?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Literally, that was my reaction.
Funkmaster Flex, yeah.
Because I was just walking. I remember this distinctly. I was
so
just walking. Yeah. And yeah, it was just boss. But yeah, go on.
So yeah, Jay Electronica basically has gone quiet, but everyone's really wanted an album from him because he's never actually released an album. So he said in 2000 and whatever he'd release an album under Jay-Z after he signed to the Rock Nation, but an album just never came. A few features, a few Lucy's. We never got a project until basically last month he tweeted new album in 40 days. No promotion, no nothing. It just dropped. It was on Apple Music, Man. So kind of behind the myth of Jay Electronica. And if you listen to Exhibit C, you would understand why I'm talking about him in such high regards. Literally, it's just one song, guys. It's honestly one of the best.
But yeah, no, it's
one of my favorite songs.
Amazing song.
So and everything I've heard from it has been amazing. So so it's gonna be good to hear. And there's a lot of it's just it's like one of them legends. Will Dr. Dre drop Detox? Will there be a Watch the Throne 2? It's just one of them sort of legendary albums that actually is here now. So I think that'll be a good reason for us to review that.
No,
but yeah, some more new music came out. We can just go through if we listen to it. Janae dropped. I gave it one listen.
I haven't listened to it yet, I'll be honest. Janae.
I liked a few songs. I like the Nas verse.
Oh, I can't wait to
the Nas song was hard. I like the Big Sean song was really good.
Yeah.
Ho, I heard about. Ho was an old song, so we're not counting that. But that was a great record, good Future verse, I guess. I like Triggered. I love Triggered. That's my joint right there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The album, it was a bit too long for me. I didn't need to all those songs. A lot of them were okay. Oh, it's 20 songs long.
Oh, that's
the problem with albums,
that's
man.
A long album.
That's why this Kano. That's why I was happy when I saw this Kano album because I was like,
10
fucking
not
songs.
10 minutes,
great.
10
the
tracks.
J-Leg album. 10.
Imagine a 10-minute track.
10. That's a 10.
10-minute
tracks. That's fucking. There's so. maybe in this era, Kanye might do it.
Yeah.
But yeah. But like no, as I was saying before, like so I got happy when I saw that Kano album, J-Lec album, 10 tracks long too. So yeah,
that's good.
Uzi dropped. I haven't really listened to Uzi. I tried to give it a listen to the first part.
Yeah,
I gave it. I like Uzi. I do like Uzi. Like I like a lot of Uzi songs, but nothing stuck out to me there. But maybe I need to give it the listen. Part 2 just dropped, so I might listen to that.
Yeah.
We don't listen to a lot of music apparently for a music podcast, but it's okay, guys.
Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest, I do, but I think I'm very bad in that. Like, I tend to like loop the same tracks for a little bit, and like I have to like consciously be like, okay.
I think for me as well, shit really needs to stand out to me now.
Yeah. I hear you.
Like shit really needs to stand out to me. Like when I hear projects, I'm like, oh, this shit really stands out to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, what's the last album that I heard, and I was like, this shit really.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know. There's been nothing this year, maybe.
Yeah, I haven't. I'll be honest. I've just been really behind. There's a lot.
There's nothing that's dropped this year where I've been like, this really made me stop what I was doing.
Yeah. I just haven't been listening to a lot of new music, man.
Maybe that has, and I'm just forgetting. I feel really bad in case I am.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go check my music library right now because
forget maybe there probably are some good albums, but yeah, no, it's quite funny that like we are.
Oh no, I lied. I fucked with the Denzel Curry Kenny Beats shit.
Okay, sick.
That was hard. That was good. That's it. That's all I've really stuck with. Like everything else has been. Maybe I've just not been doing enough listening.
Yeah,
but
I haven't been doing enough. I need to get into it, but I think one segment on the podcast which I think will be great for us to do is this where we listen to an album and then discuss it the week after. I think that's great, and that's also a good way for us to both listen to new pieces of music.
Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, who else? Anyone else drop? Oh God! How?
Lil
okay,
Baby.
no, Lloyd. Fuck. I'm sorry. Like to all you Little Baby fans out there, I'm sorry, but we have to discuss Rascal. We have to discuss it. Oh my God.
Have to discuss what?
Rascal.
What's that?
The tune.
Oh no, we'll do that later,
Okay.
man. We'll give it its own segment. Oh, you ruined this. Oh, I was planning this whole thing, Mahesh.
Oh, you were. I thought.
Stay on
you
topic.
forgot.
We're going through the artist. Then we'll end on that. We're gonna end on the high note. We're gonna end on the high note.
Easy.
So, Lil Baby, did you listen?
No, I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of Little Baby.
I listened to one song. Because my cousin's a huge Lil Baby fan.
Okay.
Shout out to my cousin. He's been a Lil Baby fan from day. From day. Like,
how long is?
I knew who he was, but I was like, I wasn't.
Yeah. How long has he been around? Because I think the first time I heard of Lil Baby was it? I think QC dropped an album, and he was on that. That was the one with the Joe Budden disc.
It was before.
By Migos.
No, that was. Oh, maybe that was the first time I heard them. No, the first time I really remember hearing. Oh, maybe that was the first time then. Yeah, maybe that was the first time.
Yeah,
but I remember it was just before like the Gunna tape dropped.
Sorry.
Oh, it was the fucking it was like a Young Thug song maybe or something something like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe like a Young. But my cousin's been on for a while.
Yeah, that's sick.
Just not really. I'm not a Baby fan like that. I don't know. Like I guess I like when he's on. I like when he's on some songs.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. He's very much. He's not the type of artist that I'll go out of my way to listen to. But like, there are some tunes that I like that he's on.
Yeah.
Like Drip Too Hard. Like he's just great.
Like I thought the whole tape with Gunna wasn't that bad.
No,
I like that tape with Gunna.
Yeah.
He has.
I like Gunna. I really like Gunna.
That I like. I'm not. Then again, I'm not. You know what it is, yeah. It's just I feel like it's hard. Like, you know what it is, yeah. When you're growing up, I feel like you stick with the artist.
Absolutely.
It's just hard to like listen to some of this new stuff. Like,
yeah.
Like, no offense to Lil Baby Gunna, but I'm a Roddy or any of these man. I'm just like.
It just doesn't click with you as much.
There's new artists I fuck with, but it needs to hit me hard.
Yeah,
nowadays,
yeah. I hear you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Griselda. Like,
yeah.
Like Benny.
Yeah.
Benny, you know I love that. Benny, he's a new artist, but Benny's hard. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's why, like, I mean, we discussed Upside Down last week. I say last week. This was mean, no.
Oh, yeah, we need to do that introduction thing. So Benny the Butcher is this artist. Everyone knows who Lil Baby is. We don't need to do this. He's part of this rap crew from New York called Griselda, and they're getting a lot of buzz right now. You know, he had a really good EP with some decent features. Push was on there. Pusha T was on there. Jadakiss was on there. And yeah, Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Westside Gun, and fucking hell, Conway. They're all making moves, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
I'll be honest. You know what the craziest thing about
I don't know.
Griselda is? Have you watched Rapture? Okay, so Rapture is for those of you out there, it's an excellent series on Netflix, basically about like musicians and stuff. So like the episodes that I watched Nas, I watched the one about G-Eazy, I watched one about Logic, I watched the one about what's his name, Just Blaze, who is a producer.
I remember seeing this advertised.
Yeah. And Just Blaze.
I remember this. I remember Nas was promoting this.
Yeah. And just like a brief intro to Just Blaze. Just Blaze is a producer, I think, who came to
Blaze.
Yeah, came to the forefront during I think the early 2000s, if I remember correctly.
Early 2000s, yeah. Jay-Z, Rockefeller era.
Yeah, let me slap on some. Let me just look him up and because he's.
Oh, I could tell you something. He produced hits like Control, which I mentioned previously, produced by him.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Drake songs, Lord Knows, with Rick Ross, was produced by him.
Sick.
He
produced Oh Boy by Cameron.
Oh boy! Oh, that's a record.
Yeah. Oh my god! And he produced Song Cry by Jay-Z. How can I?
Song Cry, Jay-Z, Pump It Up, not Def Auto Tune. I think he might have done Def Auto Tune. Who was that? The fucking Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself. Public PSA. That's it. PSA. He's produced so many bangers, fam.
So many bangers.
Pump It Up.
Yeah, you mentioned Pump It Up. Let me look. He's produced some.
He did produce
some recent ones as
bangers.
Well. Let me look at. Okay, let me just go on his because I know he's produced some big.
Freedom by Beyonce and Kendrick was produced by Just Blaze.
Sick. Live Your Life, T.I. and Rihanna.
He's a sick producer.
He's an amazing producer. He produced Exhibit C by Jay Electronica, who we.
Oh yeah, of course he did.
Which we spoke about earlier. He did.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Oh my god! And he produced Touch. He contributed to the production on Touch the Sky, Kanye, which I'm sure a lot of you know.
Yeah. He worked really close with Kanye at the beginning of his career.
Yeah. Who else? And yeah. So on his episode of Rapture, funnily enough, I had no idea who Griselda were at this point, but there was a scene. Not a scene, I mean, because it's actually real life, but there was a bit where Just Blaze was recording a track with Westside Gun and Conway, and I just thought they were just two random rappers from New York, but yeah, they're members of Griselda, so that was like my first time coming across them. But yeah, when with like listening to Benny the Butcher and stuff like, and him and like then listening to Griselda actually have a Fire in the Booth on Charlie Soft channel, which you guys should all check out. Great. It's really, really good. And then as something that like I touched on the first podcast episode was I really, as someone who grew up on lyrical rap and like some of my favorite rappers are just yeah that's what you call a motherfucking bar. Like I appreciate proper lyricism, proper wordplay, proper like punchlines. Like one of my favorite rappers of all time is Nas, which I mentioned before. And he's just one of the best to ever touch a mic. Some of his verses are just ridiculous. So it's just refreshing to see, like as we've touched on before, people like Griselda, like people like Royce, people like Pusha, still committing to the lyricism, even though it's not necessarily what is commercially popping. And as I said, that's nothing to take away from, what you call.
Still a lot of other rappers doing it too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just refreshing, and
whole of TDE.
Oh yeah, TDE. I love TDE, man. I fucking love.
Yeah, man. Dreamville.
Oh, Dreamville, great.
Even Drake to some certain extent.
Yeah,
Drake kind of to a certain extent.
Drake kind of mixes it up, doesn't he? He'll have like his tunes where he goes with like a more modern flow, and then he'll have those tunes where he just spits. Right. And
yeah,
I prefer it when he just
man.
proper bars, because that's like for me Drake. who I mean, if any of you need an introduction to Drake, what are you?
No, they don't.
What are you doing?
They
what
don't.
are you doing with your life if you need an introduction to Drake?
They don't.
But yeah, like Drake, some of my favorite records by Drake are the ones where he's just spitting. It's not the ones where he's like trying to be like.
My favorite Drake record was Tuscan Leather, I think.
What is it?
Tuscan Leather.
Tuscan Leather. Okay. Or
simple as.
For me, fuck.
Just bars. Production and bars.
Yeah.
You don't have to think of what too. I was just saying, like that's what I fuck with from Drake.
Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to just get pure, like unadulterated, you know, whatever. But yeah, man, it's yeah. How did we get? Oh yeah, we're talking about Lil Baby. Man, we love tangents, don't we, on this podcast?
Yeah, man.
Love tangents. So, but yeah, Lil Baby, I haven't listened. I'll be honest, I just haven't. Let me go on my Spotify and see if I can find. There'll be something on new releases, you know. Come on, where are the new releases? New albums and singles.
Jadakiss dropped. I didn't listen to that. Meg dropped.
Yeah, Meg. Man.
Meg the Stallion dropped.
She dropped to EP.
Oh, Don Toliver dropped.
I don't know who that
Shit.
is, you know.
Yeah. I don't know who he is really. I just know him from Can't Say.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking Riz Ahmed dropped.
Rotted.
Yeah, Riz Ahmed. I forget he's
Riz
a rapper.
Ahmed dropped an album.
He dropped an album, yeah.
Is he actually?
He's a rapper.
It's like,
bro.
isn't like Tom Hardy? Didn't Tom Hardy used to be a rapper too?
Tom Hardy? What?
Or am I gassing?
I have no idea, man.
Was it Tom Hardy? No, I don't think it was Tom Hardy. You don't know. You know the guy who played the villain in the first Deadpool?
Oh my days. Ed.
He used to be a barra.
Ed. Oh, what's his name?
Ed Sutton.
Ed fucking.
He looks a bit like Tom Hardy. He kind of sounds like him too.
Ed
You know something? He used to be a barra.
Ed Skrein. That's it. Ed Skrein.
Ed from Deadpool.
Ed from
Deadpool, fam.
Ed from Deadpool.
Yeah, he used to be a barra too. Right.
Yeah, man.
We're going up chatting shit. Right. Ladies and gentlemen. The moment you've all been waiting for.
I don't think you guys are ready.
I don't know if we're allowed to play this, but fuck it, innit? Right, let's play it for the people. This is new R&R. Rascal. If you think Lil Nas took us down the country roads, you've seen nothing yet.
Now I'm flexing in a red. They hating on me too. And every sleepless night led me to where I am. Bitches that broke my heart, they became hoes that scam. Show me a better way. Promise I'll quit this game. This much I know it's true. I came up and so could you. And fuck the boys in blue.
Fuck the boys in blue.
Fuck them all.
Oh man.
Fuck 12, fuck 12.
Right, so that was Rascal by R&R. I think it's the best song I've heard in my entire life. It's up there.
It is just.
It's like Man in the Mirror. It's like there's Pump It Up, and it just tops Pump It Up. You know, like,
I think it's just such a because I guarantee when you guys look up, I mean Lloyd might play it, but if you look it up,
it's like there's Purple Rain, there's Purple Rain, but then there's R&R Rascal. Like It might just top
By the
it.
way, fun fact: I think the RMI is actually pronounced rumor. You know?
Oh, is it
I think it's
Rumour?
Rumour, which
Oh,
is
okay.
sick.
Shout out to Rumour.
Which is sick.
So this Rumour is this geezer who sings
Yeah.
who sings a country song about how his bitches left him, but now he's got a wraith and he's going to kill you in front of the police because allegedly, I don't know my man. I don't know my man. And he's wearing a Saint Laurent vest. He's got a gun. He's got people shirtless fighting with guns. Like it's just amazing. Like I don't think I've seen anything like this ever. It's like if you thought Lil Nas X took us down that Old Town Road.
Oh yeah.
Nah. We are going further down that road, buddy.
When you see the thumbnail for this video on YouTube,
I said we are going further down that road. No hi-hats.
This is gonna be
no hi-hats. You think it's a drill video, isn't it?
Some real street, like real hood.
Some crud. They're gonna be talking some crud.
Proper, proper gangster stuff. And you slap on the video and this guy in a balaclava with a gun starts singing, and he's got a really good voice. He can sing. The guy can sing.
Amazing voice, fam. That's the worst part.
And then also, then the piano comes in, and it's beautiful. It's just beautiful music. It's just, I have never I'm trying to think of like another song that has put like being like a gangster or being involved in that kind of life so beautifully. Like it's so
elegant.
It's so elegant, and the piano is beautiful. Like I wish I could come up with something like that on my piano. Like that, it's just so good. It's great. It's just
Well, the song's actually a rip from this band, but
it's actually
who cares about the original?
Oh no, is it a rip?
Yeah, it's like some band called Rascal Flatts or something.
Oh,
yeah, but who cares?
I had no idea. I just assumed that it was an original track.
Yeah, they've had a lot of copyright rumors. They've had a lot of copyright claims from YouTube.
I can imagine, yeah.
But shout out to Rumour, man.
Great song. It's just
shout out to them
it's not
guys.
what you expect. I guarantee when you see the thumbnail and you have an idea, like you formulate what this song might sound like, and then you hear it, you'll just be like, whoa. And also, like, I mean, this goes for the majority of YouTube videos that I watch, but the comments are fucking great. They are the jokes in the comment section.
Yeah, man.
They're great. They're great. Man, they're just mint. I think like one of the best ones I saw is like, this guy is having a real personality crisis, isn't he? It's just you just gotta look through. The comments are brilliant. But
yeah.
Shout out Rumour. Shout out Rascal.
I think that's shout out to Rumour, of course.
I think
that's everything for today.
Yeah. Thank you for listening, everyone. We did, it was a long.
Yeah.
A good bit longer than,
Yeah. So thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank you.
We appreciate it for listening to it. Hopefully, we're a bit more organized this time.
Yeah.
What do I say? Like, subscribe, and that kind of stuff, innit?
Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Share if you enjoy it.
Share. What else do you do? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, do all that social stuff, please, man. Yeah. All right.
All right, man.
We're out.